My name's Kade Hamilton. I'm with Orville School District, and I have to do 12 hours of some job shadowing of what I want to do in my future. And so I'm here at Walker Welding, trying to get some more skills, some maybe more experience, and so that I can graduate and make it further. I mean it's mandatory. So every student, if you're a senior, you have to do 12 hours of job shadowing of what you want to do or something that you're interested in doing. It's called like a career pathway, and so it's mandatory. Everyone has to do it, and so just so you get a feel of what it's like after you graduate and working. And yeah, I'm waiting to actually go work with the union for welding down on the coast.
So Kate and I, we're gonna go out here and we're gonna move Matt's truck up to the front here so that we can get it set up so that we can get it timed again, and then we're gonna pull the carburetor off outside here. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna push the truck over. So Matt's taking a little rest. As you guys all know, he's always up really late doing editing and stuff and production. So we're just gonna go ahead and get his truck ready out here and stuff, and we'll bring you guys right along to yeah, it's just a nice little shop here. So the reason that we're pulling up here to retime it is because yesterday Matt pulled up to the Chevron and couldn't get it started. Come find out that the solenoid on the starter is sticking, and so another buddy of mine, he showed up and adjusted the distributor enough so that we could keep it running to get it back here to the shop so that we could work on it down here a little bit. And so that is why we have it here and get ready to try to time this thing. Yeah, the distributor has been turned almost 90 degrees to get it to, this I think stays up.
It's crazy. It's crazy how much space is in this. There's so much.
Yeah, you get almost sleeping now, huh?
Yeah.
That's what you do on a cold winter day when you've been driving around. Then you just get out and you crawl inside and just warm up.
Yeah.
So you worked on cars much?
A little bit, yeah. I've done a little work.
Yeah, okay.
Trucks.
So when we're timing this, there's a thing down here I've always known called the harmonic balancer. It's down there behind that crank pulley there. And on that, there's the lines on it, and then there'll be markers somewhere on that engine. And so and then whenever you hook that light to that battery over there and it's running, it flashes like a strobe light, and it stops that mark so you can see where it's sitting at.
That mark is.
And then we rotate that distributor right there, and then that will put that thing where we want it.
Right back in place.
Yeah. So Tom, this is Kade. Kade, this is Tom.
Nice to meet you.
Well, let me get underneath there first and mark this with this chalk.
Well, we might have to get a wrench and turn it. I don't know where the.
That's why I'm going to crawl underneath there and look.
I think. What do you think it is? A 15, 16?
I don't know. It's probably whatever size it is. It's right here. I think that's the mark. There might be a mark. It says
Yeah.
I think that's a mark right there. I think that right there is the mark.
Well, there will be like several marks on there.
Yeah, this might actually be the wrong mark. This is
You want to wire a brush?
this is a real long mark. Well, explain to us what you're doing there, Tom, as you're teaching this kid here.
Well, I'm looking.
What we're doing here.
Right now, I'm looking for the timing marker. It should be on the block. On a Chevy, it should be right here. So maybe it's behind through the hole of the water pump. That's what I'm getting ready to look right now. Let me get something so I don't bust my rear. I'm looking right down here. Yep, it's right there. It's straight down behind the water pump. You see the, might be able to see it right there underneath that hose. It's got little, look like a gear. So when we fire this up, we'll shoot the light down through there to see how far out of time it is. I have to move this hose a little. How good is this one?
I have a timing light till I got here.
Well, it does now.
That's my timing light.
Who's got it in their hand?
It sounds like somebody I know. Jimmy Crack Corn, I don't care.
You got Hymied. I'm gonna put the positive and the negative on the battery here for the power, and then I put the clamp on the number 1. So this thing here will shoot a signal on the number 1, and you time your engine to a number 1 fire. So when we fired it up, we'll stick this over the top, and it should light with the number 1 on the timing mark. No, it ain't either.
No, the battery's dead.
It's out of time. It's way out of time. Is why it's doing that. It's hitting each other. But I don't want to run it that way.
Well, here, let me get up in there. Don't do it like that. You're gonna break something.
All I can do is just do this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So when it starts,
I know, yeah.
It's too far out of time.
It's too far advanced. I don't know, I think the battery's weak. Okay, now it's a 3-man job. Now it's a 3-man job. Somebody has to get under and smack that solenoid. Rolling. Just got to set it right. Ain't even messing around with it. So what's happening here is the number one spark plug wire isn't getting sparked to the plug, so because we're not getting any strobe from the timing light. But we put the marker on the second or the next plug wire over, and we get a light out of the timing light. So there has to have a dead plug wire, or the cap is dead on the number one.
I'm gonna take this distributor cap off. I'm gonna check it. It looks kind of brittle anyway. So the number one is right there. Oh my God, look at that. Holy cow, no wonder it hasn't ran. Yep, right there, see? Look right here, number one. So this is a big problem that Matt has been having with this thing running right. Got a burnt spot on the rotor, and right here on the connector. And number one right here has a big burnt spot on it. That's why we're not getting fire. So I'm gonna call down to Napa and see how much a cap and rotor is. Right here, the caps, it's just deteriorating. So
we're going to do a continuity test. We're going to see if there's anything live right here.
There actually is.
Yo.
Check it out.
Is it on? At least he's got something right.
So we're going to do a continuity test on this number one plug wire. Make sure that the plug wire isn't dead. Oh, I'm going to pull it off here. I'm going to trace this wire all the way up to here. I think he's got the right here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pull this off here. Now we're going to check this out. So if you want to come over here, Kade, we'll turn this on to, and we always turn this here to the ohms reading here.
Okay.
So you ever use one of these?
No, I've seen him use.
So what we're going to do is we're doing a continuity test, and so you set it for that little horseshoe thing. That's your ohms, and then whenever these contact on each other, if there's a a straight current or a circuit through there, it'll read on this. If not, it'll just stay like it is. If you want to stick one end and one end of that plug wire there and one in the other end, and we'll see what it says here. So yeah, we have continuity, so the plug wire is working.
I've not done anything to you. You putting on your show? Huh?
Well, these look like my headphones. It's probably because we shop at the same store.
Those are yours, just like.
Yeah, I'm an original here in this area. I mean, I've traveled around a lot. I mean, I've been all the way down to Orange, Texas, Louisiana, all the way down to California, clear over to North Dakota. So, and most of the states in between that area, except Nevada. I stay out in Nevada for a reason. So,
That's a big mountain you gotta go around.
I'm originally from Utah.
originally from where?
Utah.
Oh,
City,
nice.
Utah.
I've been to Utah, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely, I know where that's at. I've actually drove through the bottom part of the state up into Ogden, Provo.
Okay, yeah, I used to
then,
live in Provo and Lehigh and in Salt Lake City and stuff.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Moved here about 5 years ago from down there.
Oh nice. And how do you like it up here?
Completely different. I think my third grade was bigger than our whole school right now, but
Oh wow.
I don't know. Lived here for about 5-6 years now, and it's been great. Lots. I mean, you have to be productive if you want to find something to do. You have to be hands-on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
the
you got
best
to
out
be
of it.
very versatile here to live here.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I'm glad I was missed. I didn't even know I was gone. Peanut, go back in the back there and do your business.
No, Peanut.
All right, we appreciate it, Joe. I love that dog. It's pretty. Oh.
Well, they sell Arby's at Napa too?
This is yesterday's. You want to try it out?
No, I'm all right with that.
I'm going to. I'm hungry.
Here, you can't find anyone, even in Okanagan.
Oh, yeah.
You could send Kate up in there to do it too.
Well, that's what I was wondering.
Okay.
So, see, there's a plug right there. See, on the right. On the right. See that piece that comes out?
Yeah, this right here, and then this.
Right below it. There's a clip on each side of that.
Get it off on this side, but I can't get this side off.
Looks like that one that might be a single wire.
Yeah, I just can't pop that off, so I don't know. You got like a flathead or something?
Yeah, but I'm not confused. People say I got a flathead.
Both sides are off. Not wiggle loose. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, those are loose.
Right. If you take your driver here, the driver size is 1/4 inch, so it'll fit on top of those bolts that are up there on
This
top.
one?
Yep, there's one there. Now that black thing there, that's your coil pack.
Yeah, come on.
Can I set this in back of your truck? I don't want to get it.
So that there will have to be removed as well to transfer to the new cap. I'm gonna go get you a dog dish.
Okay.
Don't that whole piece come out? You don't have to take that apart?
I'm not sure.
There should be a bolt on each side and the whole piece kicks out of there. Maybe not. No, you're right, my bad. You just gotta pull those where they plug in out. Yeah, there you go. Also grab the one there that's a ground out of it.
This one?
Yep. You remember what side those went on? lined up there, so.
Would it be better to put it in the cap now while you're fresh in your mind?
100%.
Save the receipt so you return the bad cap.
Yeah, Joe always likes that. So look up in that cap up there and see if the rubber stayed in it. Right here.
Yeah, the one.
Yep.
Okay.
So here's the new one.
Okay.
So you want to compare, make sure these are the same. I guess when you open a bag, you really don't open it. So that. And this. So these are the same. So see how this one's burnt? And that one's not.
Make sure you mix them up too.
Yeah, we'll make sure we put the burnt one back in there. So this, the clean one, goes in first, and then that rubber sets on it, and the spring's got to come through. So you double check this to make sure that's clean, right?
Yeah.
See, that's clean. And of course, you got to put your ground
Back in the middle.
back in. It'll tie to here. She's tight. Perfect. So if you want, you can put those 4 screws back in it right here, and we can put it back together.
Okay.
Like the initiative. Right up in it.
Or on the ground, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They work the same.
So in this thing, it's all right, but in future, like when you're putting these in, just tighten here and then here.
So,
So
okay.
it puts it down
Yeah.
evenly. But this is just plastic, so it's not like if you're ever working with aluminum and you go around that, it'll probably crack it.
Okay.
Yes, that's the number 1.
Yeah, let's put this up.
Want me to throw it on the floor?
Let's go ahead and knock the lens out of it too.
We could do that.
Let's just throw the rotor on the ground. I don't understand.
Everything works better on the ground. You know that, Tom?
Why wouldn't it? Oh my God.
What? Well, you could have Kade get
Yeah,
up
I
there
can
and
get
he
up there and
can
take them off.
Yeah.
just follow the same sequence. You know what you're doing there.
So after I take them off, you want me to put it back on here?
Put them on that new cap exactly as you take them off the old cap. And do one
twist
of
them.
Yeah, do
when
one.
you pull them, twist them off. If you don't, it'll pull it.
There you go.
It'll
Just
break
like that.
So this one needs to go on the second one.
Yeah. And then when all is said and done, then we'll put the number 1 back on the number 1 when the cap goes back on.
Go ahead and take that other one off.
This?
No, that other wire's right.
Okay.
Hand me that old cap.
The old cap.
Now take that nut driver and take those 2 bolts out. Yeah, this thing here is burnt pretty hard.
And so Kade's installing the new rotor now.
This goes back on, right?
Yep, no, that goes back on. Okay.
Let's get this hose out the way. They just go down and clip on?
Yeah, I think so. I think we might have to turn them so that that cap's not sitting right on there yet.
Okay.
You have to kind of move the cap until it sets on there correctly. It should set on there.
Like that.
Party.
Tom always make it look easy.
But what you thinking looking easy?
I don't even know why you ain't got it in there yet.
I get that a lot. There we go.
This was a Ford, that cap had already been on there.
This was a Ford. I'd probably throw a cap across the parking lot.
Well, there goes all the Ford sponsors.
I don't think they're going to sponsor on a Chevy deal. If this was a Dodge, they'd be looking at it really closely so they could figure out how to make their truck run right.
Yeah, that's what Chevy should be doing. So now that we got the distributor cap on there and the new rotor, we're gonna start this thing back up and see if we get light to that timing light now. Make sure everything's out of the way. You ready?
No, not ready. We gotta plug it. We gotta plug it back in.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that bottom.
nobody plugged the coil in.
Yeah, I just plugged that in.
So we over here just burning battery juice.
Where's the plug?
It's right. See that?
I see this one.
It should just be right underneath. Yeah, I see the black wire running underneath it. Yeah.
So this don't even make sense.
Well, we want to call it a take two, but we're just going to call it on running. Now we need somebody to smack that solenoid.
I'm gonna smack it.
Where'd the pecker go?
It's not the solenoid, it's the starter.
Where are you hitting that?
Hitting the bottom of the starter.
Oh.
Now we have a dead battery.
Battery dead. I can hear it in the starter here. It's the starter.
Well, I don't know. I'll try it, but I think the battery's dead. I bet you if we put a charger on it, it'd fire right up. Yep, nothing now. So now we got the jumper box on here. We'll see if we can get the start now.
Hang on, somebody moved it.
Oh, that's where it was. Oh, you just killed it. Come back a little bit more.
I did.
Oh, let's see if we can get it started up again. Now, why isn't it hitting?
I didn't realize you were coming right now. Yeah, that's over.
I don't understand why it's not hitting now.
I don't either. We didn't do anything to the fuel. So we it fired on us a while ago, and we moved the distributor just a bit, and it died. And now it's not wanting to start back up. So I got my trusty light out here. I checked number one. Number one's not getting a spark, so I'm just gonna go ahead and check number two to verify if it's, make sure the cord's good, and to verify and see if the coil is working. If number two's not sparking, then we lost the spark on the coil. So I'll get it set back up. Of course, you hook this into ground. Make sure you have light. And I'll put it in here when Mike turns it over. We'll see if it got spark. Now, hang on. Okay. No. So we lost spark.
Right.
We lost spark in the coil pack.
So now we need to figure out why. So I crawled up in there and we took the cap back off and made sure the rotor was in there right and everything, and it was. And so we put the cap back on and made sure all the plugs are back in there. The plugs that plug into the right side of that coil pack. Now we're gonna put the cap back on. Now we're gonna retry this and see if we get spark now. Ready?
Yep. No. I'm gonna check number 2. Okay. No. Oh. Hang on. I'm not getting spark here for some reason.
So, don't you need to put that on the plug?
Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Hold it. Hold it. Okay.
Put the timing light on now and see what we get. Kind of in the way, and there is a tube down there that I think that mark is supposed to go into. Watch that fan. But I can't see any mark. So we must not have the right mark highlighted. I don't think we have the right mark highlighted. I might have to shut this off and look for that other mark.
Well, you should see a line.
That's what I'm saying. I can't, there isn't, it's not lit up. All I see is blue on the harmonic balancer.
Can I look at this?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, put that right in there, please.
It's there. It's right on the tube.
It's supposed to be inside that tube, where that mark should be.
You look, it's right. Well, that line goes through the tube, but you look on the inside of the tube, you can see it bounce right there. I mean, it moves right at the tube.
Yeah,
So that's right.
I mean, it sounds good.